A major Indigenous housing announcement was made in Toronto. 4 Indigenous organizations in Southern Ontario are getting a total of $24 million to provide 99 housing units. APTN's Fraser Needham has more.
Crown Indigenous Relations Minister Gary Anasandagri was at the announcement, and he says the new funding addresses a major need.
The City of Toronto has amongst the largest urban Indigenous populations of any community in Canada, and it's a community that oftentimes is left out in many of the major mainstream programming. And what we're able to do with the housing providers that we announced today is provide culturally sensitive and appropriate supports.
3 Toronto-based organizations, Thunder Woman Healing Lodge Society, Ontario Federation of Indigenous Friendship Centres, and Na Me Res, or Native Men's Residents, are receiving funding. The 4th organization is Brantford Native Housing. The federal funding is being distributed by National Indigenous Collaborative Housing Incorporated, or NICHI. NICHI CEO John Gordon says demand has been high since the organization began taking proposals late last year.
The National Indigenous Collaborative Housing, NICHI, received 447 proposals totaling $2.2 billion when we went to a proposal call back in December of 2023. So there's a significant need right across the entire country regarding housing for Indigenous communities in urban, rural, and northern areas.
According to a government press release, to date, close to $274 million of federal funding for urban, rural, and northern Indigenous housing has been distributed to 72 projects across Canada that will build about 3,725 new units. Fraser Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.